Welcome back. Before we break down today's chart, this is strictly for educational purposes and is based on my personal professional experience. It is not financial advice or a live trade signal. Remember, the past performance doesn't guarantee future results, and all views are my own. Let's look at the data. And look, when we broke the first one, they made sure to come back. When we broke the second one, they made sure to come back. But when we break them, you see how this one broke first? It broke and came down to a 61. Isn't it funny how the trend broke and the 61 is matching right there? Isn't that funny? Because now we go over here to where these trends broke too and apply the same 61 on there and look at where the trend break and the retracement is. We've managed to come back to that same spot. This trend, it reminds me of yesterday towards the close, to be honest. This trend becomes that much more attractive to be involved with. But doesn't have to be quick about it. It was yesterday though. At the end of the day, those are the trends until we break them, like we had before. Those are the trends. We've managed to come back to the 61 of the entire push up, but not quite the 61 of the whole consolidation, which I think is important to understand the last 61 that is readily available in this environment. So when I think about that, the construction process of being able to make these two highs underneath here, I'm wondering if what we're doing is similar to the math that was involved in going up last time. Because when we use the 61 and return back to the trend break, typically we go all the way back up to that high. If we did that again, it would look like this. And I'm like, that means there for that time. And yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's super uncomfortable. Like right now I see 1, 2, and 3 down, which makes a B point here. If we get to that, that's 1, 2, and 3 going down, right? 1, 2, and then 3. All making that. Now what's funny is I mentioned that the 1, 2, and 3 earlier is going to make a smaller, shittier version. It's not going to be proportionate. Like this one and then this one is proportionate, but more like this one and then this one. The most important trend again is going to be the highest one, the one that makes the institutions the most money for getting through it. And will it always be this simple? I couldn't tell you. Like I would like to think that that people are going to adapt and they're going to have to make it more difficult in the future, right? But right now, it's actually pretty simple and easy strategies. We can only get better at holding more. It starts with holding some and being in on the entire movement, avoiding all of this, laughing at them as they're doing it. Oh, they're trying to get your long trade back, right? They're all fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting for it every day, instead of when they do fight, nurturing it and adapting into a long-term trader. But you have to shake that mentality of the short-term trader away in order to adapt to that long-term trade. And I mean, I've lost count of how many movements like this we've had. We'll have many more as we get on in the future, as the market becomes higher and offers more points with every move that we make and a higher ATR because of it. Like, it's going to be easier to maintain a higher ATR the higher we go, because it's easier to move more points. So at the end of the day, yeah, again, we have to watch out for an upwards movement into the middle of the range. We can see that 1, 2, 3 has left and got us back to 1, and ultimately the movement's 30 points. It could be far more, triple that to get back to the top. At the end of the day, look at the decrepit small movement that happened as a result of the big bad 3 drives that we had to the upside. You know, why is it so shit? Why is it already taken back all the value and now dumped again past it? It's already taken half that back. Are they in control? Do you feel like the bears are in control or what? Because in my opinion, they're allowed to have this, and it doesn't really help them. Like, it doesn't even let these people off for shorting the Head and Shoulders in the morning. Like, these people are still screwed. They've never been let off, you know, if they're still holding from there. Because it's not like it reversed. So what is that pattern supposed to do? It's supposed to break the uptrend and start a downtrend. Did it do that? Unless this is the one that you're looking for, I mean, it didn't, it failed. So now here again, we have another 61% retracement. We have to consider the value that every single time we hit a 61% retracement on the way up, it's been really valuable, including a 61 of the entire movement. So this whole thing right here, we made a 61 right there, and that's the current low. Just to highlight that. But this 61 is subject to fail. At the end of the day, testing it from above like we did the last one is also acceptable, but it's not really necessary. Getting up into that high is something that we could say is more necessary. We've taken these two lows and almost pushed them up into those two highs. But sooner is acceptable. Sooner is more aggressive. Clear that the institutions make their mark at the end of the day. And they have been. They've been showing that they go all the way to the end. That after every consolidation, they still remain in control. And that after everything that happens, their bottom line becomes more profitable. And that they don't think that that people understand that they're even doing anything. They just think that people are all wanting this to happen and benefiting from it, I suppose. And they missed out. That's the average person's mindset, I think. All those other people, they must have been loving it, right? Completely just like not concerning the institutions that actually build the industry. Yeah, I find it very attractive that we've managed to create the same thing. Now, what happened last time? Is it not true that when we created this, it was like a W, it was like boom, 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 right? And now we got this same sort of shape happening here. Now, how many times, right, do we take that whole area and double it, right? And double it. And double it. Oh, and then we're done. So we quadrupled it, you know? We took the original area, 0 to 100, 200, 300, 400. From 400, we came almost back down to 200 and then launched, but that's interesting to think about too. So why did I explain that? Well, that's our W there, right? And it went to 400, right? This is our W here. Where could it go? What's 400 look like? Well, that's 200, just like before. That's 300, and that's 4. What do you think? Do you think they have it in them to move to there? At the end of the day, this is a clear example of what it did do when it was set up like this. We took this bar right here that contained our W. You can see our W right there, like that, W, right? And we took that W and we doubled it, we trebled it, we quadrupled it, right? And then it was like done, right? It was ready for pullback at that point. Where did it pull back to? To the first initial trend break from that W. So all the way up there could literally fall all the way back to where we are now. If people think they're going to get away with buying late, they got another thing coming. Now what's interesting is we may not actually have to come down like we did before. We may actually go up to this point and continue going, which is contrary to popular belief because people will see what caused the dump last time and want it to work for them. When at this time, at that dump, we were looking at something new, not something repetitive. Like the next time it's ready to dump, it could be off of something new, not something repetitive. So I find that very likely as well. And I keep an open mind to those things. And I also consider the repetition. Like if it does want to be repetitive, the least we can do is consider how it could be repetitive. And now, you know, with this much profit potentially on the table, like, do you know how much farther we could go on the break of this trend just to get there? It's 150 points.